Hey, welcome to Coffee with Brett, a little YouTube series where I get to share project management tips with you. My name's Brett Harned, and I've been a project manager almost my entire career. Now I'm the director of education at Team Gantt, and I'm a lucky guy because I get to share my experiences and my project management advice along with a little bit of coffee with you. I hope you like the series. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social so that you can get updates when we launch new weekly episodes. All right. So this week, I want to talk about stand-up meetings. So naturally, I'm standing up. I figured if I did that, I'd keep it short. And you know what? That's why we stand during stand-up meetings, because nobody wants to keep standing for an hour. So you're bound to keep the meeting short. All right, let me back it up. What exactly is a stand-up meeting? Well, the purpose of a stand-up meeting is to learn the current progress of every individual on a team. Stand-up meetings align team members around project goals and tasks and really let them address any short-term challenges that prevent team members from effectively performing those tasks during that day. So if you've used Agile methods, you've probably experienced the stand-up meeting. Here's the thing. You don't have to be Agile to use this meeting. Honestly, I think stand-ups are the best way to get timely, regular updates from your team in the most painless way. The thing about stand-ups is that they're designed to be short. The idea is to get quick updates on progress so you can open up project details to the team. You might hear about issues or blockers in this meeting, and if you do, you'll use time outside of the stand-up to sort those things out. The goal with any stand-up meeting is to get updates on work done, to build trust, generate conversation related to solving problems or making progress, and to really just see and talk to your team on a regular basis. And to be honest, that last point really makes stand-ups worth it to me. So I once worked in a small company where we as a whole company did a daily stand-up at 10 a.m. It was a pretty small company, around 20 people. So when I was new to the team as a PM, it was a daunting meeting to me. And I don't know why, but I was always just so nervous to talk about what I was doing. But once I realized how awesome it was just to get to know people and to hear what cool stuff was happening or not happening on a daily basis, I was totally sold. And really, sharing updates in this way is totally non-judgmental, and it's definitely helpful to others. The agenda for the meeting is super simple. You essentially stand in a circle and quickly go around the circle by having each team member provide a simple update. And that update is what I did yesterday, what I'm doing today, and what issues or blockers might stand in my way of making progress. You have to keep it short, and you have to keep it simple. If you don't, you'll drag the stand-up down. And that's going to annoy people, and productivity will probably be impacted in a negative way. This has to feel easy and lightweight. So when something comes up that requires more discussion, you table it and find a time to discuss later. Think about it this way. If the whole team doesn't need to be a part of the discussion, then move on to your next update. People want to come to this meeting to say hello, to tell you what's up, to get information that they need, and to move on with their day so that they can get work done. It's truly that simple. So what's the routine? You might be thinking, is it really daily? How often do you need to stand around with these people? Well, in Agile methods, where the stand-up really works well, the team's dedicated to one single project and they meet daily. And maybe that doesn't work for you or your team or even your project budget. So set a cadence that works for you. Just make sure that everyone's getting and sharing the information you all need to be in the know about the project and to make progress. Trust me, you can do this in 15 minutes or less and feel good about your team and your projects. Consider it a challenge. All right, so just a little example here. So I've worked on teams where we do stand-ups on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays only, or even just weekly. So you kind of have to do what feels right and do what will support good communication and teamwork. If you think about it that way, you'll come up with a cadence that works for everyone, even that cranky team member who never wants to talk to anyone, ever. Okay, so I guess I need to address the fact that it's 2020 and we can't stand in a circle and talk in person these days. That's totally fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's fine in that you can't meet in person. You can take it online, right? Remote teams have been doing this for years. So use the technology that's available to you. Of course, there's always the option of a daily video call. There's also Slack apps that will remind you and your team to post your stand-up updates at a certain time every day in a Slack channel. Or you can even set a daily task in your Team Gantt plan and have folks comment their updates on the task's discussion. Sounds pretty easy, right? Listen, there are always ways to get workarounds that you can come up with to get a regular flow of information. So consider that. Again, You have to cater to your team and make this meeting feel easy breezy. So find a remote solution that works for you. And that's it. Are you ready to stand up and share your quick updates with your team? Good, go for it. It's time for me to sit down. Oh, wait, forgot one thing before I go. Tell me how you're running your stand-ups. Are they different from what I described here today? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we can keep the conversations going. I'd love to see you in the comments. I'm even open to topic suggestions or questions for future shows if you have them. I'll see you next week. Thanks. All right, now I can say. Hey!